Everyone wants to be taller these days. It's deemed more attractive, it's better for modeling, and if you've ever seen something like this on a dating app, then you've come to the right place. Now obviously I can't make you physically taller, but there are a ton of changes you can make to the way you dress to make you look taller almost instantly. To start off, here's the mistake you're making that actually makes you look shorter than you are in real life. Take a look at this comparison. On the left is a more baggy outfit with a longer top and pants with a strong contrast. On the right is a more consistent monochrome outfit with higher waisted pants and a cropped or tucked in shirt. Now I'm actually 5'11", but on the left I look 5'7", and on the right I look 6'1". This is solely due to the way I'm dressed and can be fixed super easily by what you choose to wear. I know most of you are guys, but if you're part of the 3% of women that watch these videos, all of the stuff I say in this video applies to everybody. It's not just exclusively for guys. So the first thing to change is to start wearing higher waisted pants, or at least a shorter top and longer pants. This is something I found out far too late, and I spent a ton of years just looking like a hobbit because I would wear longer shirts and hoodies that would make me look super awkward and out of proportion. When you wear higher waisted pants or a tucked in or shorter top, they give the illusion of longer legs. If you've ever seen models wear clothing out and about, this is one of the things they focus on the most. Your body proportion is super important in making you look taller or shorter, and the biggest culprit for that will be how long your top or your shirt is. Some people can have a shorter torso and longer legs just genetically and will look taller by default, but for most of us, we'll have to achieve that same effect by using our clothing. Another good option is to use patterns, or specifically vertical stripes, which will make you look a little bit taller. Now I must say, I have never really been a fan of stripes. I kind of avoid them like the plague. I just have flashbacks of people wearing ridiculous patterns and stripes in high school, kind of looking like Where's Waldo? How can you wear that? However, they do have the fantastic ability to draw the eye upwards and give the appearance of a taller, slimmer figure. Something like this is a good example. Remember, I'm talking about vertical stripes, not horizontal stripes, because those can actually make you look shorter and wider, which is not something most people want. For those of you that don't like stripes, pleats on pants and other kinds of clothing also serve the same purpose. If you don't know what those are like the little folds or creases you'll see on pants sometimes. You can also see them on some shirts, but not normally for guys. So next time you go to grab clothes to wear, keep that in mind and maybe you'll actually start looking like the height you claim to be. Anyways, monochrome outfits are one of my personal favorites. If you think about it logically, eyes are really drawn to contrast, so we notice things that are harshly contrasted much more than things that don't have a ton of variation in color. This is something that applies pretty well to fashion. When you wear a white shirt and black pants, which is highly contrasting, people are going to be more drawn to your proportions of the clothing you're wearing. And if you don't know to wear high-waisted pants or a shorter top, then you're actually going to look shorter. So one of the best solutions is to wear a monochrome outfit, which basically just means wearing a single color. I've recently been wearing white linen clothes during the summer, and it makes you look so much taller when your shirt is the same tone as your pants. This also applies super well to darker clothing because they tend not to show so much definition, so you can wear a black shirt and black pants, which tends to make you look taller, and then it also has a slimming effect that a lot of people like. These style of outfits tend to be pretty attractive, and most people like them. However, if you wear monochromatic outfits all the time, people are probably going to think you're goth or a racist, so I really wouldn't recommend doing that. Anyways, one thing you should really focus on when you're trying to look taller is the size of the clothing that you're wearing. This was a major miss for me growing up and in high school because I would wear really baggy, long hoodies and t-shirts all the time, and they can bring a lot of attention to your upper body, which is actually doing the opposite effect of what you want it to, and it's making you look shorter and stocky. I know it's a big thing right now to wear thrifted or oversized outfits, but if your sole focus is to look taller, then you really want to avoid that. There is something to be said about wearing high-waisted pants with a thrifted top, but that's not really something we're going to be covering in this video. Regardless, you want to focus on clothing that fits pretty well and that isn't too tight. Think about your body type right now. If you have pretty strong wide legs, you probably don't want to wear anything that's too skinny because tighter pants will probably give you a more stocky, shorter look. So focus on things that are like straight legs or slightly tapered. Those should work pretty well for you. For those of you on the other side, remember you don't really want to bring a whole lot of emphasis to your upper body if you want to look taller. So if you have slimmer legs, make sure to stay with straight leg pants. If you wear skinny or super tapered pants, they can really move the eyes to your upper body instead. So you would much rather keep your pants a similar width to your top and have a slight taper down to your ankles so that your proportions flow better to the eye. Now, we're not necessarily covering shoes in this video. I know people love their chunky street shoes, but these can also make you look shorter depending on the other clothes that you're wearing. So really the general consensus when it comes to this is to wear a pointed toe shoe. They tend to work really well for pants that are well tapered to the ankle, and they can look really elegant. However, they don't really fit for a ton of different styles, so I didn't really want to include them in this video. Also, guys, it's 2023. You know, girls have been getting away with wearing heels that make them like 5 inches taller, so who says you can't gain an extra inch or two out of your shoes? If you want to wear a shoe that's going to give you a little bump, I'm all for it. Any of these options above will give you the appearance of looking taller and will hopefully help you dodge the lying about your height allegations. But feel free to combine them because a lot of them work really well together. But please, for the love of God, do not go over the top with stripes. Lastly, and the most important part of this video, subscribe to the channel, because only like 1% of you are. And if you don't, I will personally come to your house and kick you in the shins. You won't be very tall after that. Really though, I hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something. And if there's something you think should be added to this video, leave it in the comments. For those of you that stay to the end, I really appreciate it. And I'm really looking to do some more interesting and more engaging style videos in the future. You know, I'm not a big fan of this, style only talking head style videos because they can get a little bit boring. They're not stuff that I would watch a ton of. So I really want to go into more niche, more engaging content that's going to be more interesting in the long run. And I'm not the biggest fan of having my demographics be like 99% guys and 1% girls because that's kind of weird. I don't know. So I'm really interested in making a video that's kind of like a modeling style idea that I've kind of got in the works right now. But if you have any other video ideas or something that you think would be interesting to watch, let me know in the comments. And if I use your idea, I'll shout you out and maybe send you a gift card or something. I don't know. Thanks for being here at the start of the journey. I hope you'll be along until wherever we end up this time next year. So remember to subscribe, by the way. I'll see you next time.